Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
An overnight fire at a local tire shop deemed suspicious by fire investigators. What led them to make that conclusion? That's just ahead.
We've made so much progress when it comes to COVID. It would be really devastating if we let it go at this point.
Still tons of unanswered questions regarding the new Omicron strain of COVID-19 has the world health leaders in a debate over how dangerous this mutation could be and what officials here in the U.S. are saying. That is coming up.
South Texas Blood and Tissue Center is asking for the community's help in donating blood. Coming up, what freebies you can get this holiday season if you donate.
Well, good morning to you. Back to work, back to school on the Monday after Thanksgiving. It is November 29th. Also, what did I say? 26 days till Christmas?
26 days till Christmas, about 15 to 18 days till Christmas break, depending on your school district.
Right. And we're in the throes of Cyber Monday today. Has anybody in the building so far ordered a single thing online for Christmas yet?
No, but are you raising your hand?
I'm raising my hand because I have stuff ready to go. It's in my bin.
I have stuff that I'm looking at, but I'm just like, is it worth it? Am I really getting a deal?
Well, you're going to cross some things off your list. Remember, stores are tricky, so this may be the easier way to go this year.
I think everyone's tricky, you know.
That's just us. That's just us. We didn't forget about you. We know you're watching. Let's take a look outside with live cam. Justin is here. Boy, a mixed bag this weekend. Damp and chilly on Saturday, warmer, sunshine Sunday, and here we are on Monday.
Yeah, yesterday turned out to be beautiful. It was cold this morning, but I think this afternoon is just going to be fantastic. We're going to have clear skies. Temperatures will rebound really pretty quickly into the 70s. Right into some very comfortable temperatures. Right now, we're still in the 50s, 51 degrees at the airport, but that's an improvement from where we were. Again, down to 40 here in San Antonio. 41 in Kerrville, 54 Rock Springs, 51 right now in Del Rio. And looking at the forecast for the next 3 days, we'll be right there in the 70s. We're hitting a good stretch here. Now, past Wednesday, things get a little more tricky, and we'll get into that in the long-term forecast coming up here in just a few minutes. Let's take a look at the lows this morning. I mentioned 40 here in San Antonio. There were a couple spots that did touch freezing there in Hill Country, including Kerrville, which got down to 32. Pollen count, mold is low. It's 280. That's all we got this morning. It's no big deal there. Forecast, again, up around 73. There could be a few cirrus clouds in the sky today, but lots of sun. Light and variable winds. Again, we'll look forward towards the end of the week and next weekend. Some rain chances there. We'll talk about it coming up in just a few minutes, guys.
We have some traffic issues to tell you about. One of them we cannot see right now. Stephen Cavazos tells us there are two crashes at I-10 eastbound. Well, actually one. 10 eastbound up at mile marker 513 up near Kerrville. So that'd be inbound 10 at Kerrville. No camera shot out there for a while. The other one, I-10 westbound advanced Jackson. And right now we are looking at 410 and Cherry Ridge, where we've got a police unit out there with some sort of pickup truck. Looks like it's got the ladders on top. But we have had a few incidents this morning, but overall traffic has been quite manageable. We will try to keep you updated in this hour.
First, let's take a look at today's 9 at 9.
U.S. travel restrictions are officially in place for South Africa and several other countries due to the new Omicron variant of COVID-19. The World Health Organization has declared Omicron a variant of concern, but despite the global worry, scientists caution that it's still unclear whether Omicron is more dangerous than the other versions of the virus that have killed more than 5 million people.
Nearly 3 years after actor Jussie Smollett told police he was a victim of a hate crime, he is preparing to stand trial on charges that he staged the whole thing. Police said he hired 2 of his brothers from Nigeria to pretend to attack him for money. Jury selection begins this morning. Smollett has pled not guilty.
Opening arguments are expected today in the trial of Ghislaine Maxwell. She's been in jail for more than 500 days in isolation for her alleged role in recruiting girls for sex offender Jeffrey Epstein over a period dating back to the 1990s. Found guilty, Maxwell could spend the rest of her life behind bars.
Actor Matthew McConaughey has decided that he will not enter the race to become governor of Texas. McConaughey says instead of pursuing politics, he will be supporting entrepreneurs, businesses, and foundations that he believes are leaders. He did not rule out running in the future.
Getting underway in 2022, labor talks between U.S. shippers and dock workers. Private companies running ports from Washington State to Southern California will negotiate contracts that run out in July. The talks involve more than 22,000 workers and 70 separate companies and will follow some of the worst shipping congestion in modern-day history.
Peloton is suing Lululemon over its new line of athletic apparel. The move follows a lawsuit threat from Lululemon earlier this month. The issue, Peloton sports bras and leggings that Lululemon claims are too similar to its own designs. Peloton is arguing its products are easy to distinguish from Lululemon's and that its designs don't deserve patent protection.
Nissan is adding to its lineup of electric cars. The automaker says it plans to spend $17.6 billion over the next 5 years on 20 new battery-powered vehicles. Nissan also wants to develop a cheaper, more powerful battery. The company says 9 of the new cars will run solely on batteries. The others will be gas-electric hybrids.
The University of Oklahoma is continuing its search for a new head football coach after Lincoln Riley left to take a position at the University of Southern California. While leading Oklahoma, Riley had a 55-10 record and led the Sooners to 4 Big 12 titles and 3 appearances in the college football playoffs.
Cyber Monday is here. A couple of the best deals you can find this year. Apple AirPod Pros for $170, normally $240, and the Nintendo Switch for just $40. And that's today's 9 at 9.
Some top stories we are following this morning. Now, many of you may have noticed a smoky haze across the west side of the city earlier this morning.
San Antonio firefighters were expecting to battle a house fire, also faced a bit of dangerous fireworks show. Now, power line damaged by the fire began sparking, causing fire crews to keep their distance. This fire broke out just after 6:30 this morning on Culebra near North Hamilton. In spite of the danger, firefighters managed to knock it down and keep them from spreading to the building next door. The power line sparked for nearly an hour before it burned itself out. No one was hurt. No one lived in the home. There's no word on how all of this started. San Antonio police left with questions after a man was shot in the leg while driving over on the city's west side.
This happened just before 11 last night. Now, according to police, the man was driving down South John McMullen when shots were fired toward him from another vehicle. He was shot in the leg, according to police, but was able to pull over and call for help. He was taken to the hospital and is expected to be okay. Police are still trying to figure out who fired those shots and why.
Firefighters say a fire at a Northwest Side tire shop was no accident. They are calling it suspicious.
Now, that fire broke out late last night in the 3300 block of Fredericksburg Road. That's near Babcock. Fire crews say there were flames when they arrived, but they were able to knock them down before it reached the inside of Texas Tires. They told us the damage was contained to a fence outside a wall and corner of the roof.
The business was closed at the time, so there were no workers there. Firefighters say nobody else was found on scene at the time, but they suspect someone had been there before the fire started. Investigators were called in, but at last check, they had not been able to find who is responsible.
In your morning headlines, the latest on that new strain of COVID-19 and a college fundraiser that turns deadly in Las Vegas.
Plus, an update on that deaf football team in California that we told you about just last week. And you're never too old to learn a new skill, right, David Sears?
That is exactly right. Depends on how old you are. No. Wait till you see this one, though. We got a great one for you coming up. But first, let's start with this. Still a lot of questions and not too many answers when it comes to the latest COVID variant, Omicron. We know the first case was found in South Africa, and that prompted President Joe Biden to restrict travel from several South African countries. Other countries also restricting travel as well. Medical experts here in the country have several different opinions and suggestions and directives from, quote, prepare for the worst, from Dr. Lena Nguyen, formerly of the Baltimore Health Commissioner, and to Dr. Peter Hotez from the Baylor College of Medicine. He says, quote, clearly more questions than answers. So far, according to Dr. Anthony Fauci, there are no confirmed cases in the U.S., although at least a dozen countries outside of South Africa are seeing cases. There are officials in South Africa who are not happy with the travel restrictions. Dr. Angelique Coetzee, the chair of the South African Medical Association, has already treated cases of this variant and says the symptoms are mild. Some body aches and fatigue with the push for more people to get vaccinated. The question is, does that protect you from the new variant?
We don't know yet as to whether this is more contagious than the Delta variant. Is it more deadly? We don't know. And we also don't know what is the level of protection that our existing vaccines offer against this new variant.
I think our vaccines will hold up. The question is, how much of a hit to their effectiveness will it take? We don't know.
A lot of things we don't know. The World Health Organization says it could take weeks to figure out how the new variant affects diagnosis, therapeutics, and vaccines. Parents of college students and future students should pay attention to this. One of those guys in the boxing ring is Nathan Valencia, a student at UNLV. Nathan was taking part in a charity event called Fight Night. It was hosted by a fraternity, Kappa Sigma. His friends and family wanted him to back out. He said, "No, I'm not going to back out. It was for a good cause." Sadly, after the fight was over, he collapsed. He had several injuries, including internal bleeding, and a few days later, he passed away. Lacey Foster, his girlfriend, was there for the fight.
Once I walked in there, I just had a really weird feeling. You would think that they would have someone there to just make sure they were okay after the fight.
Apparently not. The family has hired a lawyer. He says there was no immediate medical help available and no professional referee in the ring. It was a great run, but the team from California, that school for the deaf, unable to get by Faith Baptist, so their season has come to an end over the weekend. They had won 11 in a row. Of course, it hurts for the players and the coaches and the fans, but inspiration they delivered will be far more reaching and last a lot longer. They are the only public deaf school in California. They signed all their plays, including the coaches, and they proved something to themselves and all other folks with a hearing impairment. This is a quote from their running back: "Deaf people can do anything. We're not this stereotype that's out there." Good for them, and congratulations. And finally this morning, let's take you to slopes in northern China. You're looking at an 11-year-old baby. She can't really walk yet, but she's becoming pretty good at snowboarding. Look at her go. Of course, when your feet are planted on a board, you really don't need to walk. Just have some good balance. Mom and Dad have her all wrapped up in her snow gear. Look at the, you do fall every now and then. Look at the goggles. The goggles on her are about as big as her entire face.
Right.
You just, clamp them down and then let them go. Oh, look at that face.
Cutie.
Yeah, Dad trained her right there.
So
and
cute.
Let her go by herself.
That's a better stance than I could do
Oh,
all day.
definitely.
Yep. I'd clip in and then go.
Yeah.
Just like that?
Just like
Flat.
that.
Just
Would your mom and dad be there to lift you back up?
No, that's the part where they laugh.
What are you doing down there?
You're right. David, thank you.
All right, see you back in a few.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, David.
Right now, it's 9:10, about 51 degrees. Still ahead on GMSA at 9.
Well, with COVID-19 vaccines available for children now, and another very important vaccine may be getting overlooked, the flu shot. So can your child get both of them at the same time? Details in our next half hour.
But first, lots of good freebies you can get in on if you give the gift of blood this week. Details on where and when this is happening next in a live report. While the South Texas Blood and Tissue Center is always looking for more people to donate blood, they find themselves even more in need around the holidays.
The blood bank is asking for the community's help in donating blood and hosting blood drives this week.
Tiffany Huertas joins us live from Enchanted Springs Ranch in Bernie with more. Tiffany, what can people who donate get?
Good morning, Mark and Sarah. This is really exciting. If you've never been to this ranch, it's incredible. And this is one of the things you'll be able to get. You can come here and visit the Old West Christmas Light Fest. Check it out. All of this is going to be lit up at night. It is so incredible, especially this holiday season. And to talk more is Francine with the South Texas Blood and Tissue Center. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning. Thank you so much for being here. We're excited to have you.
Talk to us about this ranch and one of the things that you all will be giving out.
We're so excited to be partnering with Enchanted Springs Ranch this holiday season. They're hosting 4 blood drives in all, but one today, one tomorrow, and when you come and donate blood here at the beautiful Enchanted Springs Ranch, you'll get a free ticket to their Old West Christmas Light Show, which is, it's amazing. You definitely want to come out here with your family and friends and loved ones.
And you also mentioned pizza.
Pizza, right? Who doesn't love pizza? So you can actually also get a free Marco's 2-topping medium pizza. If you haven't been out to Marco's, I highly recommend it. It's my new favorite pizza place. Hey, even bring it in the car so while you're coming through the Light Fest, you can be eating your pizza.
Exactly. So talk to us about why does the need for blood donors increase this time of the year?
So there's always a need for blood donations. The need for blood never goes away. And one of the things the problems that we have is that there's limited number of donors that are coming in during this time of year. It's just a really busy time of year, so people don't necessarily stop to donate blood, but the need never goes away. So right now, we're hovering around a 2.5-day supply of blood. And that's a really scary thought. If you know someone that needs blood, there's only 2.5 days left on the shelf.
Thank you so much for joining us this morning. In the next half hour, we're going to talk a little bit more, and then we'll also learn how this is all impacting our local hospitals. Of course, they need this more than ever.
Exactly. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Back to you guys in studio.
Thank you, Tiffany. Looks beautiful out there.
Live at Enchanted Springs Ranch out in the beautiful town of Bernie. And places like Bernie were mighty chilly this morning. But Justin's here to talk an update on precipitation.
Yeah, we're finishing out the month of November. So the turkey's done, and we've got all our Christmas trees and lights up, right?
Yes.
Well, theoretically.
More or less.
Oh, I was like 2 weeks ago. Done and done.
I knew that. I'm still working on it. We're going to get there, though.
Okay.
November was sort of a dry month for us, 1.27. We were a little bit below average. For the year, we're still doing okay, 33.71. But you see, we only had a couple days there, 3 days, where we had some measurable rainfall. And as we look back at the last 5 months or so, July was a good month, October was a good month, but it's been a lot of back and forth here. The rainfall's kind of been sporadic this year. I think that's kind of been the theme. It's come at good times, though, and it's kind of kept drought out of the picture, more or less. We'll see what December brings us, but it does look like we're going to finish the year right at about average or close to it. So again, 33.71 for the year. At San Antonio International, keep in mind other places around the area aren't going to see the same numbers here, but more or less that's kind of the idea. Del Rio's at 16.12. They're about 3 inches below average. Time lapse this morning. We had clear skies. The sunrise was gorgeous, but those clear skies last night made for chilly temperatures. 51 now. That's a pretty big recovery from where we were. Northwesterly winds very light at about 3 miles per hour, and winds will be light and variable today. 43 in Comfort, that's a spot that dropped down to freezing this morning. 41 Kerrville, 52 New Braunfels, 48 Canyon Lake, 53 in Pleasanton, 56 in Cotulla, 48 in Kennedy, but temperatures are on their way up. Dew points are low in the 40s, so we're still in the dry category. Stays that way today and tomorrow, but by Wednesday, moisture starts to increase enough to where we could see some fog, maybe some clouds. You notice it stays rather humid going into the weekend. That's going to help us get some rain chances back in the picture. Not great rain chances, but they are there. And we look at the picture across the country, boy, it's quiet. There's not much going on at all, especially across the southern half of the country. But there is a little bit of a swirl out here around California. This is what I want to watch next couple of days. It's going to try to move east, and at least some of the energy will. And that may help to spark off some showers and storms. And there's another low behind that, these cutoff lows. And the models never handle these very well. So that's why we're going to keep low rain chances here, because there's still some question on the timing. For today, though, up around 73 for a high. We'll call for mostly clear skies. And then we dip down into the 50s and 40s tonight pretty quickly once the sun goes down. Extended forecast. We'll go 73 tomorrow, 72 Wednesday. So morning fog and clouds possible as moisture comes back. 76 Thursday. Then we've put in some rain chances Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Don't cancel your weekend plans yet, but stay tuned and keep that weather app handy. We'll be able to refine this forecast a little bit more, but I do think we'll have some thunderstorms out there. There's kind of more of like a spring-like pattern setting up, so we'll see how that plays out into the weekend, guys.
Thank you, Justin.
Time right now, 9:19, about 52 degrees.
Still ahead on GMSA, lots of new stories on KSAT.com this morning, including one with details on how you can make $2,500 by, get this, just watching movies. RJ Marquez has the details after the break. This morning on KSAT.com, a local restaurant takes to social media to call out some unruly customers and how to get paid to watch holiday movies.
And a local family finds out if they won this year's great Christmas light fight.
Ooh.
RJ Marquez is here with those stories. Yeah. The suspense is building. Some of us already know
suspense.
Okay.
How this went.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lips are sealed.
Okay.
No spoilers yet.
No.
Yeah. we'll let you guys know about that here in just a little bit, but pretty exciting stuff. All right, guys, let's start with this story here with this San Antonio cafe. They are pushing for kindness this morning over negativity after having dealt with some unruly customers recently. This is Comfort Cafe. They took to social media over the weekend and posted a photo of a new sign on their door that is capturing some people's attention. So what they basically said, the restaurant's asking for kindness from their customers, and they said if they don't comply or if they think they can do a better job, there are plenty of volunteer opportunities available. So on their post, they said, we think our staff is pretty amazing. Please don't kill their spirits with the use of negative or unkind words. If you feel you could do a better job, then become a volunteer. That's what that sign read right there. The cafe operates as both a restaurant and residential recovery center for those struggling with addiction. The restaurant serves signature brunch items, sandwiches, desserts, and much more on a pay-what-you-can basis. So since the posting, several customers have spoken out commending the staff for their service and the resilience there. And have you guys ever eaten at Comfort Cafe?
No, it's on my list, top of my list.
Great food. But I remember I was like, am I going to get the check here? And they were just like, no, you just pay what you feel you need.
Oh, you have to overpay. You have to.
You always do in this situation.
What
but it was great food, though.
That have the backs of their...
Yeah.
I think the right kind of place with the right kind of message at the right time and where we're at as a nation.
Absolutely, yeah. A lot of people just trying to make it out there, trying to bounce back. Yep. So, good stuff for them from Comfort Cafe. Check them out. Okay, guys, the holidays are here, and it's time to get cozy. Maybe get out some hot chocolate and sit on the couch for hours and watch your favorite holiday movies. But wouldn't it be amazing if you could get paid to do all of that? Well, now you can. Reviews.com is offering a lucky person a chance at $2,500 and a one-year subscription to 7 streaming services. All you have to do is watch holiday movies and review them. The person who is picked as the Chief Holiday Cheermeister, yes, that's an official title, will watch 25 holiday movies within 25 days. Afterward, they will fill out a post-movie survey, and you can choose any 25 holiday movies you want, but the website does offer some suggestions. Applications are open until this Friday, and you must be 18 years or older to apply. The Chief Holiday Cheermeister will be announced on December 10th.
I feel like this has Mike Osterhagen's name all over it.
Although the Cheermeister title was lifted straight out of the Grinch That Stole Christmas.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. I wonder, Mike, he could probably rattle off 25 easily, right?
He could do, movies. Yeah. He's seen them already.
He's our guy.
It's not even December 1st yet.
I mean, he hasn't even applied yet. The guy's a finalist.
We're putting him in there. All right, guys, moving on to this cool story here. A local couple is $50,000 richer this morning thanks to their amazing holiday light display. This is really cool. A Windcrest couple has actually won ABC's Great Christmas Light Fight. They beat out 2 other Texas families with their elaborate Christmas lights displays. John and Brenda Wilson were featured in the 9th season, which premiered last night on ABC. And even though the couple shot their episode last December, they've had to wait an entire year to find out how it ends. Imagine having to wait for that long.
No way.
Yeah, the Wilsons have one of the most elaborate displays in the entire San Antonio area, so congrats to them.
Good job, Wilsons. Way to represent.
Awesome, yeah.
Windcrest and San Antonio.
There we go, yeah. And I remember talking to them last week, and they were saying that they have like storage contained. They have like storages for all this stuff that they have for Christmas. And they've been putting it out for months. Yeah.
How did you guys keep that secret for a full year?
Well, how does that happen? I know.
I mean, I'm the worst secret keeper, so.
So you'll never work for ABC in that department?
No, absolutely not. Oh, and I think
congrats to that family.
I think Adam Caskey will be out at Windcrest on Tuesday.
So cool. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Christmas, what do they call him? Christmas John? I think that's his nickname.
Oh,
so now Christmas John and Brenda, they have $50,000 to add to their.
Nice.
Well deserved.
Congratulations again. I'm glad we were able to mention that this morning.
Absolutely.
RJ, thank you. There is more ahead on GMSA at 9.
A ton of sports headlines over the weekend, including the Cowboys dealing with COVID. Details on that's coming up.
But first, why doctors say there's something you should keep in mind when you take your child to get their COVID-19 vaccine. Now that COVID-19 vaccines are available for kids ages 5 and up, flu shots may not be top of mind.
But according to a doctor, a pediatrician with the Cleveland Clinic Children's, it's important to vaccinate your child against the flu as well.
Influenza still is an illness that can hit children, particularly our youngest children under 3 years of age, very hard with hospitalization.
Flu season is unpredictable, so we're not sure how widespread it will be this year, but cases are starting to pop up now. Dr. Keating says it's recommended everyone over the age of 6 months get a flu shot each year. For kids ages 5 and up, COVID-19 vaccination also a good idea. And according to CDC, it's safe for a child to receive a COVID-19 and flu shot together or close together.
We are able and eager to give both of them together. They can be on the same day, and there are no requirements between how many days are between the vaccines.
So once infected, kids can spread flu and COVID-19 to others who may be more susceptible to complications or severe illness. Dr. Keating says the best way to protect your family and the community is to be vaccinated against both. Speaking of, there are multiple opportunities here in San Antonio to get some shots. Metro Health will have a pop-up clinic today open for adults and children wanting to get their COVID-19 vaccine and flu shot. The clinic will be at the House of Prayer Lutheran Church on Ironside Drive. That's near Wurzbach and I-10. It started at 9 o'clock this morning and it's open until 3 p.m. All 3 COVID-19 vaccines will be available as well as the flu shots. They will also offer the Pfizer vaccine for children ages 5 to 11. And there are many ways you can give back this holiday season. One of the ways is through a blood donation.
South Texas Blood and Tissue Center is asking the community for help donating blood and is hosting an event at Enchanted Springs Ranch up in Bernie.
Tiffany Huertas joins us live. Good morning, Tiffany.
Hi, good morning, Sarah, Mark. You know, over the holiday season, many donors are on vacation, and that can impact the hospitals. And to talk a little bit more about this is Francine with the Blood Bank. Good morning, and talk to us about this issue. How is all of this impacting local hospitals?
So during the holiday season, we see fewer blood donors coming in. They're out Christmas shopping, decorating, very busy, but the need for blood never goes away. So as they're hustling and bustling, getting ready for the holiday season, we want them to come out and still donate because the need never goes away.
Talk to us about the hospitals. What do they use this for? I know it's for trauma patients, but also for cancer patients.
Absolutely. So a lot of people don't realize that 38% of the blood donated actually goes to cancer patients. People undergoing chemotherapy and other treatments need blood to help their quality of blood so they can continue that life-saving treatment that they need.
What is the current situation with blood donations in San Antonio?
So we're actually facing 2 problems right now. Not only do we not have enough donors coming in, the people that do schedule an appointment aren't showing up. So if you schedule an appointment, keep it. We only have a 2.5-day supply of blood overall, and that's a really scary problem to have. And less than a half-day supply of that type O blood, which is always in very high demand.
So we have here the blood mobile right behind you. What is happening here at the ranch today?
So today we have a blood drive here at Enchanted Springs Ranch. We're so excited to be partnering with them. So if you come out here today, you don't even need an appointment. Just come out here and we'll give you a free ticket.
Wow, that's amazing. And this is an incredible sight to see, especially at night. You cannot miss this. The lights will go on and this is amazing.
It is. It's beautiful out here. So if you can't come out to donate today, which is what we really want to see, our first 10 callers that call right now, schedule an appointment at our donor pavilion, will receive a free ticket to Enchanted Springs Ranch and they can come out and see the holiday lights.
Awesome. So here, this will be set up until 3 o'clock?
Till 3 o'clock. So come out, donate blood, you'll get a free ticket, and I didn't mention a free medium 2-topping pizza to Marco's Pizza.
Okay, now we're all hungry?
Yes, exactly. And the important thing is you need a good meal before you donate, so you'll get your Marco's Pizza, donate blood, and you'll be all set.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thank you, Tiffany. Sounds like a plan. I was just telling you guys, Christmas lights, a snacky snack, go driving around. It's the way to go.
The thing I like about this, Justin, is if we just sit back and relax, Sarah's going to plan the rest of our holiday for us.
You know,
sounds that way. I kind of like it though.
It's a snacks and Christmas lights.
Weekend anchor / event planner.
Snacks and Christmas lights. I'm all in. That sounds amazing. And it's turning to that time of year. It's a good day to get outside and put up Christmas lights today if you have plans to do it. We have a lot of sun. I do want to show you the satellite picture. I know it's kind of hard to see here because we just had sun come up not that long ago. But you can check out the fog right along the coast. So you see that sort of milky white color there, Victoria down in Corpus Christi. That was a fog that set up right along the coast. We didn't see much here. There's a little bit there south and east of Cotulla. But we may see some more of that as we get into the middle part of the week as moisture does try to move back in. We have some high clouds coming in out of Mexico, so we'll get some off and on cirrus clouds today, but no big deal. Temperatures are in the 40s and 50s at this hour across the state, and we'll see them rebound into the 70s this afternoon. Headlines: cool this morning, nice this afternoon. Humidity is back on Wednesday. We'll get some morning fog, as I mentioned, and then late in the week, some rain chances return. And especially as we get into the weekend, there could be some isolated showers and storms. We're up to 73 today, light and variable winds, mostly sunny skies. We'll talk more about those rain chances in the 7-day forecast coming up in just a bit, guys.
Thank you very much, sir. Right now, Stephen Cavazos just sent us a note a short time ago. This is 410 southbound at Ray Ellison. Now, this is a huge construction zone. You see all that happening, but we also have at least 2 fire trucks on the scene and 1 ambulance. We believe this is some sort of rollover incident. It is affecting traffic in that area. It looks like they've got 1 lane of traffic getting by the scene itself. Again, southbound 410 near Ray Ellison Boulevard.
Well, it's hard to believe, but we have almost made it to the end of No Shave November.
I'm ready. It's
ready, yeah?
Yes, yeah. So thanks for your generosity. We have exceeded all our wildest expectations. So far, we have raised more than $15,000, which is, I think, the best we've ever done.
Yes.
Let's take a look at the latest leaderboard for individuals here on Team KSAT.
Look at Mike Osterhage, 2,400. That woo was David Sears, who's in 4th at 1,400. Now,
Yep.
Mark Austin, 2nd place, 1,800. Stephen Cavazos, 1,500. And Justin Horn,
Yep.
1,200.
I'd say David Sears is the dark horse here. And so, I mean, he's only like $1,000 away. So it's just a matter of time. The hard sell continues. For more information, just head to ksat.com/no-shave. There you'll find a link to donate to Team KSAT or individuals. And tomorrow, some of the guys will be live on GMSA at 9 getting their beard shaved.
Very exciting. Thank you to the community for donating. All right, 9:38 and 54 degrees. You're watching GMSA at 9.
Plenty of sports headlines to go over. David and RJ are back with all that coming up after the break.
It was another wild sports weekend. The Cowboys are still reeling for a different reason this season.
And it was up and down weekend for a few of our college football programs. David and RJ are back to break it all down.
Man, busy weekend.
Yeah. There was some good, there was some bad. Let's start with the Cowboys. That was the bad. And that was Thanksgiving, so hopefully should you have eaten before the game or after the game? Because you might have been sick by the time the game was over.
That's what I was going to say. I didn't know if you wanted to maybe keep that food.
As long as it took to play this thing with all these penalties, your food was probably digested by the time this thing was over. So there you go.
Yeah,
Prescott
Cowboys
taking
here,
on the Raiders, and it was one of those.
It was definitely one of those. Cowboys fall to the Raiders in overtime, and some fallout here. A little bit of COVID stuff. We knew that some of their assistant coaches missed the game due to COVID health and safety protocols. Now, Steele alum Terrence Steele, who has been one of their starting tackles all season, he's out for this Thursday's game.
And this is that weird part of the schedule. They play Thursday night, which is at least a week from last Thursday, and not one of those 3 days between games. So just review that game real quick. 166 yards of penalties for the Cowboys. Yeah. They had 14 of them. The Raiders also penalized 14 times. They only had like 110 yards worth of penalties. It went to overtime. Dak Prescott still needs to work on accuracy. He missed a couple of wide open receivers again. I know I keep pointing that out, but they had a chance to win.
He did bring him back.
There was a holding call. Just right. I mean, like that last play, even all the commentators are going, "You wished you had that one back." I can count about 4 he wished he probably had back.
Tony Romo there commentating. Tough loss for the Cowboys.
Yeah, they're 7-4. They still lead the NFC East. They've got 6 games left in the regular season, 2 of them against Washington, 1 of them against Philadelphia. Yeah. And they still have a chance to. I doubt that they're going to get the number 1 or number 2 seed, which would have been, some pretty good home field advantage.
It was a bad month for them because they've lost 3 games. They obviously the Chiefs game, the Broncos game before this one, and now this game against the Raiders, which I think they definitely needed to have in order to have that top seed.
But they've got New Orleans on Thursday. I remember it's Thursday against the Saints. Saints reeled yesterday.
Oh yeah,
they were bad. So hopefully Cowboys can get things turned around and have a good December instead of a another bad.
Speaking of reeling, all season the Texans have been reeling.
Right.
Do you want to go through this? Because they lost to the Jets, David. The Jets.
I give them all the props when they win, and when they play like they did yesterday, they get nothing. So let's move on.
Moving on here. Who we got next? Oh, hey, Texas.
Texas. Ooh, how long do we want to spend on this?
Hey,
they won.
Yeah, they did win.
Six-game losing streak was over. And Sarkisian, at least they got a good feel going into the offseason. He's got a lot of work to do. That dude, I hope he's busy today. He better be in his office thinking of something, because Texas has got to get this thing turned around, especially when you're counting just a couple more years maybe before they get to the SEC. He's got his work cut out for him. Aggies, what happened, Justin?
Oh, boy. Yeah, this is not good. Okay, Justin, what's happening here, man?
No comment?
He's like quiet.
Wow,
bad calls.
Go Tigers.
Bad calls.
Bad calls. See, the refs apparently, bad officiating, right? That was a common theme for the entire weekend.
Oh, man. So here's the problem with Justin today. I feel so sorry for
okay.
Justin.
Please break down.
Is he's going to hear it from Ursula Perry all day. As soon as she walks in the door,
that is bad.
it's going to be Ursula and Justin.
Purple. It's going to be purple and gold. Is that what they do? Yeah.
I'm going to go a different part of the station.
These are the special days here at work.
Hey, Justin, you know what? I'll stick around. I'll have you back, man.
I appreciate that, David.
I'll see what I can do for you.
A&M drops to 8-4. Justin, any bowl? What bowl we talking about here?
Citrus, right? That's what I heard.
Okay, all right, we can do that. A little Florida trip. Yeah,
use some fruit. No problem. Texas Tech, Texas Tech lost to Baylor. Hey, they gave Baylor a pretty good run. Baylor's ranked 8th in the country, and they were in Waco, and Tech gave them a good run. Kid kicked a 62-yarder a couple of weeks ago, and unfortunately he missed a 52-yarder to put it into overtime. But Baylor wasn't exactly that was dominant, but Baylor wasn't exactly dominant over Texas Tech, so they lost by
No, definitely not. Baylor is in the Big 12 title game against Oklahoma State, and that game will be this Saturday up in Jerry World.
And the new coach of Texas Tech is going to get a lot of those Baylor GMSA.
All right, throwing it down.
Oh, man, we did not want to see this, did we? 3 turnovers in the first half against North Texas. That'll hurt you.
Yeah, and you kind of figured the air had to come out of the balloon a little bit. They had that emotional win last week against UAB. They won the division, so they're going to host the conference championship game. They get run out of Denton here by North Texas. North Texas really took it to them pretty early and on.
We're going to see what kind of team they are, because now the challenge is to regroup after this big loss on the road and get ready for Western Kentucky in the conference championship game this weekend. So we'll check that out Friday night. How about the UIW Cardinals, though?
Huh? Hey, UIW, the Cards flying high, right? After this big win over Stephen F. Austin, and now they get the defending champions in the FCS, Sam Houston State.
So good luck to them. Changing gears, Spurs, they've been off for like 3 days. So they're playing tonight. So remember, they're coming off that huge win the other night. So let's see if they can get something going. They need to get a little mo going here and get 2 or 3, 4 wins in a row.
I was proud of the Spurs. They blew a 24-point lead, but then they were down by 7 in the fourth quarter. DeJounte manages to bring them back. DeJounte Murray had a great game out there.
29 points?
29 points. Again, he's been kind of doing this triple-double thing all season. Good job by DeJounte there.
And real quick before we go, the big news over the weekend, at least for yesterday, was Lincoln Riley telling what was great was he tells all the folks at OU, I'm not going to LSU. What he didn't tell them was he was going to USC.
Yep.
So he kind of kept that secret. So because after the game,
he wasn't wrong.
Yeah, no, he wasn't wrong. He's not going to LSU. But so you talk about the kind of affecting the conference. Him leaving the Big 12 and headed off to the Pac-12 to coach USC. That's a pretty big move. He's already had some guys decommit.
Oh yeah.
To OU, so that's
it's going to be tougher, obviously, for Oklahoma to continue their success in the SEC. Maybe he's thinking the path of least resistance here is a little bit better. Plus, you're living in LA, making a lot of money.
So he likes to fish and hunt, so he can fish. I don't know where he's going to go hunting in LA, but he can at least he's got the coast out there to go fishing, right?
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
Thank you, David.
Right. Thank you, guys. Justin is back, and what's that behind you there on the monitor?
Christmas lights.
Christmas lights just for you, Sarah.
Beautiful. Yes.
Although you're still going to get a snack and go check them out.
Snack and look at lights.
This is from Skywatch. Of course, he always sends in some great shots, but it's a forest of Frosties, I'd say so. A lot of Frosties there. Beautiful, beautiful setup. We love all the lights here across town, and we're going to see a lot more of this, I think, coming days. Good day to get out and put up those lights the way temperatures are shaping up today. Now, not this morning. It was chilly. 32 in Kerrville, 34 Bernie Stage, 40 at the airport, 40 in New Braunfels. And we widened out some. A couple other places near freezing. Fredericksburg was close. Eagle Pass says 27. I don't think it got down to 27 there. That reading's always Well, it looks a little suspect to me. Probably in the 40s there, but we'll double check that. Right now, we've got clear skies and 51 degrees at the airport. Mostly sunny skies, just some light and variable winds. 47 still in Comfort and Kerrville, so those are the cool spots, but warming up. 50 Canyon Lake, 56 Stinson, 57 right now in Pleasanton. And we'll see these numbers rise pretty rapidly here over the next couple of hours. I do think we make it into the 70s by this afternoon. So it's going to turn into a great, great day. As far as dew points go, they're still low. That's one of the reasons we saw the chilly temperatures this morning. These numbers will grow, especially as we get into Wednesday, and there will be enough moisture coming in here that will probably deal with a little bit of morning fog on Wednesday, maybe some morning clouds, and then we'll see quite a bit more cloud cover going into the weekend. There was some fog along the coast this morning. We can still see some of that. It's still there, so there's going to be some foggy conditions. There were some dense fog advisories in effect along the coast, and then you'll notice there's some high cloudiness out to the west. That'll be shifting in a little bit later today. With more clouds tonight, it won't be as chilly as last night. We're also watching this area of low pressure, which we can see on water vapor. Water vapor always does a good job of showing us the circulations in the atmosphere, and we do have that circulation out around California. Now, the question is, what does it do? These cutoff lows can sometimes be tricky, but we think some of that energy works in Friday, Saturday, and Sunday over the weekend, maybe another one developing behind that. So that's going to put some rain chances in the picture. Right now, we're not too confident about when and where we'll see that rain, but I do think there are some chances there. 73 degrees today, lots of sun, but with the clear skies, you'll see the numbers fall off pretty quickly tonight into the 60s. By probably 6, 7 o'clock, and then 59, 8 o'clock, 55 by 10 p.m. The extended forecast will go 73 tomorrow, 72 Wednesday, and then 70s to upper 70s this weekend. But there are the rain chances Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Right now, just a 20% chance. We'll be right back.
Good morning. Coming up on Live, West Side Story's Ansel Elgort, plus Harry Hamlin from the Hot Zone Anthrax. We'll see you soon on Live.
Well, the beards are coming off. Well, not yet, but tomorrow they will.
That's right. KSAT team will be live at Henley's Barbershop off Northwest Military tomorrow morning, right here live on GMSA at 9. The baby faces return for some of us, not all of us. And we can finally get a total on how much money you helped us raise for No Shave November. Look for more coming up tomorrow right here at 9 a.m. All right, we've got an article here from New York Post about what futurists are predicting about how one day we will eat things, go on vacation, and even work.
Yeah, it's kind of freaky. Now that they're predicting this is 30 years in the future, you will not use keys or credit cards because your face or your iris will make purchases and open locks.
That's right. Also, they're saying here's what your kid should study in college. There's going to be a projected need for 3 million artificial intelligence engineers by the year 2030. So that's what they should be studying.
And there's going to be jobs that you can't even imagine, like asteroid mining may even take place.
Food's going to be different. Robotic kitchens will prepare hyper-individualized menus for diners. Also, vacation's going to change. We're going to be zipping through vacuum tunnels at 750 miles per hour.
Yes.
New York to LA in just a matter of hours, and then drone taxi cabs will take us from the airport to the hotel.
And you can even start planning a designer baby by 2053. They're going to be able to purchase babies of their dreams. And long live and prosper, they're saying you might be able to live for a very long time, well into your hundreds.
That's right. 110 will be very feasible. They also say Hollywood as we know it will come to an end. They will be virtually come up with any plot, with any actor, even dead ones, and that's how they'll do it.
Nice.
Weird. Strange days ahead.
Can't wait.